to the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Testing. Testing. 1 2 1 2. We're live. We're live. We're going. Doing it. Yo yo yo. How's it going? How's it hanging, everyone? I forgot to turn on my light. No. Why do I just always forget to do that? I like right before stream I did. There we go. Finally. I always forget to do that every time I like start stream. I'm like worried about, okay, let's get the shit that we're doing here today figured out. Let's get the music rolling. Let's fucking go. And then I just forget to turn on the light. We're back after a fucking heart attack because I thought I would be losing all my goddamn files. My PC literally like crashed. First of all, yeah, sure, why not? I'm just gonna like say what the hell happened. Basically, I booted up my PC to like start working one day. Literally Friday last week, and I left it out like the I like left out the room for like 10 minutes max. And when I came back, I saw that like I have this handpan on my like desk. Just has a different sound to it whenever I hit it with my nails. Anyway, but like I have this handpan on my desk, and then when I got into the room, I saw there was like a blue reflection onto it, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I didn't have anything blue on my screen. I look at my screen, dead. Blue screen of death, and I'm like, fuck, what happened? Wait for it to like reload and shit. Puts me into like an automatic like repair mode, which I desperately tried to like look into it and everything and how I can fix it for like 2 hours or something. I couldn't like get out of it at all whatsoever for some reason. And I mean, apparently it's a pretty popular thing on the internet, the automatic like repair loop, where it's just impossible to get out of. And I was like, well, shit, this is gonna fuck up my day. So I just took it for a repair, and the guy over there was like, yeah, your Windows is just fucked. We're gonna have to reinstall it. And I said, okay, are my files going to be okay? Thankfully, everything is fine. Everything is okay. Yo, hi. Florian, what's up? Everything is fine. All of my files are okay. All of my projects are as they were. Backup, yes, I did. I did. But, like, that scared the crap out of me. I have no idea what the fuck happened. Apparently, it's a thing that can happen randomly. At any point in time, your Windows can just crack. It can just die. And nobody says shit. And I did not know that because it never happened to me before. I guess what's being said, the rumors are true. Windows is just getting shittier and shittier. And with what's apparently going to happen with Windows 12, yeah, apparently that's another bonus. But also, you may see, holy shit, the chat is visible. You can see yourselves. I'm actually becoming a competent streamer now. Whoa, magic. But yeah, that's me yapping about how shit went wrong last week and how I almost died of anxiety about my files being gone. Austin was supposed to be here today, My best guess is that he did not wake up yet. So, yes, shit happens. Yep, shit does indeed happen. Like, I've had blue screens before, that's fine, but then this automatic repair mode, it's never happened to me before, and I did not understand, because initially, when it got into the automatic repair mode, I was like, oh, it made me, like, select the keyboard pattern, like, language, and I was like, okay, that's weird. Is my PC doing another let's finish setting up your device even though I've had this PC for years? Then I was like, okay, English, and then it just said automatic repair mode. You can either go into advanced options or shut down, and I was like, what the hell do you mean? The fuck do you mean advanced options or shut down? I tried everything. I looked up, like, what I can do. I even did some, like, programming language stuff that I've never done before. I don't know how to code. I don't know any, like, languages. I know jack shit. Which, this is probably a sign that I need to start learning at least the basics. But yeah, I need to... I just saw that, no idea what to do. Look up what this means. Look up automatic repair modes. What to do. And I tried everything. I tried all that I was able to. Nothing worked. So... when you're out of options, just go to a specialist, I guess. But yeah, once again, thankfully everything is fine, everything is okay. Why is the light's a bit bright, but yeah, it's fine. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, as I said, Austin should, like, arrive at some point during the stream. But, aside from that, today is going to be just yapping. Today we're just going to talk. That's pretty much it. Because, I noticed that, people were into the, little FL section that I had last time. So I said, why not? Why not just go through my projects and just show my work? And just talk about everything, every little nook and cranny that I can. I have no idea what to do. Right now, man, just if I could speak. Just decided to, like, you know, look at every project that I made from the Assassin's Creed Crescent album that me and Austin made, which you can check out right now because it is out. It is on YouTube. The whole OST, FanOST, or the individual tracks, however you want to listen to it, just go listen to it. We put a lot of effort into that, and we believe that it is top tier shit. But without further ado, let me pause the music, because dry yapping, it's time for dry yapping. I regret saying that. But it's time for FL Studio. Let me see. Do I have... Yeah. Yeah, the chat box is still there. Let's go. The text is barely visible though. You can barely understand chat. What? There we go. Yeah. Jesus. No, I need to figure out some stuff. Not to mention, I still didn't download the music. I still didn't download that. It was still on YouTube, and I was scared shitless that an ad is going to start at any point in time. But apparently, the YouTube gods decided to bless me today and just be like, no ads for you, my child. You're going to have a normal start of your stream without panicking because you need to skip. Thank you, YouTube-san. Very much appreciated. So, as a starting point, we are going to be looking again at Etched in Blood. This time in a bit more detail because last time I was trying to switch to Darkwood after analyzing Maze of Vines, which you guys are not going to have another chance to hear until the album is out. But I skimmed through Etched in Blood very quickly because I wanted to like go into the next section of the stream with Darkwood. So yeah. Let me smart disable. It is nice how you cannot see the like that tools section. Not just because my big head is in the way. God. Boy. Anything about Austin? No. Nothing. But anyway. As you can see over here, we have plenty of percussion, plenty of drums. We have some automation for panning for one of the percussion instruments, which is like some chimes, some chime bells. This thing, because I thought it sounded incredibly neat. And, Jesus. And in order to make it a bit more dynamic, I decided, okay, let's make a pan from left to right and over and over and over and over, like periodically, so that gives it room. There's just volume automation, there's dry level automation, there's wet level automation, and that's pretty much. And then there's channel volume for like different instruments, so that I can make room. It's a very unorthodox way of making room for instruments and all that, but hey, it's my shit. I'ma do whatever I want. Sue me. But yeah, aside from that, we have all the percussion, just random. Jesus. Random Sounds of Kashmir percussion, because Sounds of Kashmir is goated. Recently, Sounds of Kashmir 5 dropped, and really, hold up 1 second while I can. Well, I always can, but Sounds of Kashmir Volume 5 has dropped recently, and holy shit, $100. Pro members, okay, yeah, no, I'm not a pro member at Dharma Studio, sadly. $100. Sounds of Kashmir, Volume 5. To be fair, I will probably end up getting it. Cause I mean, come on. Drum fills, drum loops, drum one shots. Wait, let's see. There's. Good Jesus. There's demos. Okay. Oh, that's good. Whoa! Whoa, that's okay. Ooh. We're not gonna be looking at the drum loops because they're gonna be percussion. Persian groove. Okay. Okay. Damn. Drum fills. Short monsoon. Damn. Ooh, I like that last hit. There's effects. Woo! Damn! Ooh, I like that. I like that. Just the war horn paired with the flute. Zipper flare. Jesus! Texture beds. Damnite. Sin state. Singing sitars. Oh, hell yeah. Monkey Man. Okay, I believe you. Violin spaz. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Instruments. That's good shit. Okay. Damn, chords. Okay. Okay. There is a sample from Sounds of Kashmir 4 that uses the exact same flute. If I remember, the sound of this flute is very familiar. This specifically. Also goated. Oh, fuck yeah. Damn! Oh my god, I want to get an ode so badly at one point. The sax. Sitar. It's time to yap in this chat. Let's go. About time. Yeah. What's up, Tanya? You guys can actually see yourselves now. You guys can actually see the chat box in the bottom right of the screen. About time. Yes, I'm actually becoming a competent streamer nowadays. I'm looking at some like Sands of Kashmir Volume 5 like preview samples because W upgrade, let's go. I'm looking at some like preview samples because genuinely, holy shit, I was not paying attention. Is this audible? Yes. But yeah, like, I want to get a node so bad at one point. Sitar. That sounds so good. Ears are getting blessed. This is not my stuff, dog. This is Sounds of Kashmir, Volume 5, all credit to the dude. All credit to the dude. Kashmir, the man you are, hell yeah. Alright, bro. Synths, vocals, VIP friends, Timmy Trumpet. Holy shit. Right, I forgot. Timmy Trumpet is in these things. I forgot. Yeah. W shit so far from Sounds of Kashmir, Volume 5. I've said that way too many times in, like, the span of, like, 10 minutes. But, hopefully gonna, like, save up enough to get this in the future, because Sounds of Kashmir is my main, like, sound pack for production. Because if we go over here, I have Sounds of Kashmir 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because my production style just benefits from these so well, because mostly percussion, to be fair. Mostly percussion. I use a lot of percussion from Sounds of Kashmir, and it is helping out so much. But anyway, without any more delay and unnecessary yapping about sound packs and stuff, I was just very curious. Sorry to hold the stream hostage, pretty much. But let's get back into talking about projects and Assassin's Creed Crescent. Last time when we ran through this project, once again, I ran through it very, very shortly because we were switching to Darkwood, and I wanted to get to that quicker. But, yeah. I started Etched in Blood with this melody, pretty much. I just got the tambour, and just yeah. Just with the tambour, I wanted to like mute those. Oh, and I forgot these are detached again because I needed to work, and I cannot work with these attached. Great thing about the library that I used for the tambour over here, I used Discovery Series Middle East in Contact, and it is good. It is good. But this is weird thing with some instruments. All the Discovery Series does this. Sometimes the instruments fuck up. I'm not sure if that's just a bug on my end for some reason, or it's just a thing that happens. But sometimes the instruments just feel like, oh, finger slipped. Sorry. And I'm like, yeah, that's not good. That's not okay. But anyway, I it sounded the best. The tambour over here sounded the best, in my opinion. And after that, just adding more shit. Yo, Cap, what's up? We're talking about music again. We're yapping. So this was the melody that started the entire project of Etched in Blood. It was basically the first thing that came to mind after me and Austin just decided to be like, bet, we're making ancient Persia Assassin's Creed, like, FanOST. First melody that came to mind, and then I just rolled with it. Just did whatever. Cool. Then there's other layers, there's other instruments. This is a Sun tour. And I like read up on some instruments that were used in that like time and region. Not every instrument that I used is like fully from there. The Duduk, for example, over here. Is this the Duduk layer? No, this is a Sun tour. What the fuck are you doing, bro? This is the one. The fuck? The Duduk. The Duduk is an Armenian instrument, and it was not around just during that time. But come on! You cannot argue that that doesn't sound good. I wish I could play that. I am ashamed that I can't. Not because I haven't tried, but because... Well, actually, yes, because I haven't tried, because I don't have a fucking Duduk. So, technically. Not that I'm not willing to try. There we go. Corrected myself. Holy shit. But yeah, the Sun tour is a very reverb. You will can. I will can. That sounds so funny. You will can. There is no soda can't. There is only soda can. And you will can. You too can. You too can. By the power of human creativity and ingenuity, you too can. Never resort to AI, everyone. You can you can do it. I'm just Ken anywhere else I've been. I have not watched that movie. But the Sun tour is a very reverb heavy instrument, and I needed to like pretty much mix it as such so that it doesn't just suffocate the entire track. Because if I play this, I stopped. It's still going. So I had to fix that somehow because wait, the mixer track died. So I used kilohertz dynamics in order to take care of some of the residue reverb and just decay of the sound, which is why it sounds like it's fading in and out of existence, the tail. As you can see. Sadly, that was not enough, and taking even more would kind of ruin the sound of it. But without it, if I turn it off, still going. Before I fixed this, every time I like exported a track into MP3 with this instrument being used at the end of it, it would add another like 20 seconds of just pure decay and silence. at the end of the MP3, and I was like, what the fuck? But it's a very good ambient instrument in my opinion, and I fucking love it. Those little trills are so nice. I might have gone a bit overboard with them. And it's interesting how the trills are key switches. You're not like supposed to like chop up notes and put them in repeated like manner. Just like it's just a key switch. It's so good because it feels a lot more natural instead of just, you know, going into the fucking instrument, like going into it and being like, okay, I want a trill. I'm just gonna go over here. Yes. Chop up the note and be like, and it just goes like, Jesus. Yeah, no, I may have chopped it a bit too much. Yeah, that would have been, those trills would have been pretty much impossible without the key switches, and I appreciate that, because it makes everything sound so much more real, so much more organic, as if you actually employed a motherfucking Santur player to record for your track. And I love it. So cool. Yeah. Once again, this is a yapping stream. This is a yapping stream. I'm going to be doing this for a long while right now. For like 2 hours or so. So if y'all don't mind that, thank you for saying. By the way, say hi to Vic too. Yo, Vic, what's up? How's it going? How's it hanging? I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. And then another instrument that did not exist really back then is orchestral strings. One small thing that I have, like, pissing me off is using Opus. Opus is great. Opus is wonderful. Opus Raw is good. East West, love you guys. But when you're playing the string section, sometimes it doesn't load on the first note. So the first note is going to be just silent. The second note is going to start playing. That is annoying. That is annoying because the string section is going to start playing. But the first, like, I have other strings layered on top purely because I wanted to, like, have a lot of dynamic and depth to it. Not to mention that the cello over here, if it'll, you know, play, just sounds so much bassier and nicer. There's these strings. That little note above sounds a bit awkward, but in the grand scheme of things, it sounds weirdly good. Added these for like more dynamic to the chords and everything, and the base layer of strings, just so that they can hold the harmony, is Opus. Now, imagine it just kicking in on the second note, and the other strings just playing from the first one, so it's basically just like... I couldn't even prove my fucking point correctly because Opus didn't load on the note that I needed it to load. God damn it! I'll pretend I know about music and that I understand. Thank you. Appreciate it. But like, hold up, this is... But like, the Opus string section is really good. I have nothing else to say about it. It sounds really nice. Like, on its own. I did not put any... Oh, you cannot see the piano roll either. I forgot. I did not bother to put any bass here, huh? Well, I should have. What the fuck is wrong with you, past me? I don't know. I'm fixing it for nothing because the song is already out. I'm just doing it because it's pissing me off. Oh, this is why I didn't put the bass here. It doesn't have reach. Fuck. Yeah, it doesn't really... It makes no difference. I was off key. Yeah, orchestral strings like these did not exist back then, obviously. But I really needed something to hold chords, to, like, be the background foundation of everything. So what better instrument to use than orchestral strings? Because, genuinely... at this point, those are my favorite thing to use in tracks. And then there's the duduk that I was talking about, that for the first section just holds a note. With different dynamics. Different key switches. Did I layer this one with, the Opus one, or no? It's just at No World. I think this one is. He sang for 2 seconds, and it was great. What? But the duduk just gives it such a majestic vibe to it all, and when you put all the instruments together, it's just... just so good, not to mention the switch in melody over here, taking the tambour from main melody over to bass. And then adding into the main melody an instrument called a tumbi. Awesome, thanks. This instrument, wait, you cannot see it, and I don't... Oh, you cannot see it because contact is being a bitch. But it's an instrument called a tumbi. And it's very high-pitched. It's a very high-pitched stringed instrument. Hold up, where is it? Here it is. And it's taking over the main melody with the santur. some degree. Layered in another Santur over here. No, that's a Qanun. I have not looked at this project in fucking ages. For reference, this is the first song that I finished for Assassin's Creed Crescent. And basically, I finished Etched in Blood, and then I finished Etched in Blood at the end of 2024, if I remember correctly. And then the rest of the songs got finished, and the album got posted at the end of 2025. I have not seen this project in at least a year. There's a string in my song. Which one, dog? Which one? I have plenty of strings here. Hold up. How many stringed instruments do I have here? Let's roll call. I have tambour. I have this is the ode. I have the tumbi. I have the santur. So wait, tambour, ode, tumbi, santur. That's 4 so far. There's all the motherfucking strings, which is most probably violin, viola, and cello. I'm not counting how many violins, how many violas, and how many cellos might be in there because I'm gonna go insane. So far 8 types of stringed instruments. This is the ode, so no, that's obviously not being counted. And the Qanun, which is also a stringed instrument. So 9 stringed instruments so far. Actually, no, I think that's 9. That's 9. 9 instruments. 9 stringed instruments in the song. Hell yeah. Oh god, I remember having to, like, make sheet music for, 9 Bob instruments. Who's Bob? Who's Bob? Who's Bob? And how many... Why does he have instruments? What? I remember having to do, like, a sheet music for my... for one of my exams. That's a good question. Thank you. For one of my exams, I had to make a sheet music for this. And, yeah, having to to write down every single instrument on, like, the layout of the sheet music, that was a special type of hell. You should ask Bob. How can I ask Bob if I don't know who Bob is? Where is Bob? Is that also a good question? Why are you all being cryptic? But yeah. Basically how I envisioned this song was, after I started it, I was like, okay, this would be the point where the fight is, like, really going. Is a great question. Awesome. Amazing. But fuck. Basically, I was like, okay, in this bit, and I'm just gonna play the entire thing. I think that the fight is already, like, ensuing. It's really going, so I need... Jesus. It's really going. It's really going. So I need something to start off the fight. Because then it's like, okay, fight is ensuing, and then fight is in flow. You enter flow state, and during the fight, you're like, okay, oh shit, I need to focus on my opponent's movements. I need to, like, weave and block and all that shit, counters and stuff like that. And the flow state just, like, keeps going until the end. But, like, there's the fight. The fight starts, and it's, like, sporadic. It's, like, chaotic and shit. It's aggressive. It's chaotic. But it's not quite there yet. It develops. You start to understand your opponent's movement patterns. You start to understand it even more. There's vocals now, which I'm going to show single and isolated in a bit. Start going to town. The world around you starts to just disappear as you are focused on this one motherfucker in front of you. I just wanted to make it sound like a movie. I have no fucking explanation. Continues. Fucking kill him. I remember last stream I just like... No, that was at Maze of Vines. I put the fucking Vine Boom at the end of the song. Where's the motherfucker who told me to put a Vine Boom? He would be very unpleased at the complete absence of Vine Booms in the song. But yeah, there's a lot of percussion that I've used, especially in this more like a rhythmic, stompy part that goes into the flow state. It fits a lot better than just all the constantly moving, constantly going percussion. For it to be a bit more punctuated, a bit more rhythmic. Do you know who's Bob? Do you know who is Bob? I know about plenty of Bobs. Are we talking about Bob the Builder? Are we talking about Bob Ross? SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Wait, what? What did SpongeBob do? What? Did SpongeBob go to ancient Persia? What's going on? He. Great words. Thank you. I really needed to hear that. Oh my god. War. War? What? What? Huh? This is how I know y'all are fried. I have no idea which one of you is typing that. I have no idea which one of you is it. Where? Where? I'll do you one better. Why? Why? I'll do you one better. Why is SpongeBob? Now chat's just asking questions. Great. What? Who? Why? What? When? Why so confused? Why are you so confused? I died. What's going on? I wanted to yap about music. What the fuck is going on? I was not planning for this shit. Anyway. Vocals. It was me. I was the one who did the vocals. It's actually, why did I? It started with this one. And then the continuation. I just felt like in this bit over here, I was listening to it and I was like, vocals could really complement this bit. And I just did that. I got the pitched down version as well, 1 octave below. Purely for flavor, purely because I thought that would be cool. For both bits. I don't remember why these two are switched though. I have no idea. Then we have the harmonies. We have a demo live, please. A demo live. I played. If what you're referring to is playing the full track, I did. I did play the full track a bit earlier. I will later on in a bit, because like I can't really. I shouldn't really do that so close between each other. But like these are the vocal like harmonies. They're both panned in a different direction to like give a bit more space to the vocals. And then these are the harmonies for the second bit. And all together they sound really cool. My voice. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna sing like the main lead over here myself, just like hey oh oh, got a bit scared because the neighbors might get pissed. The high-pitched notes get louder. Like, hey, hey, fun recording these. Just because harmonizing them is really cool. Because throughout your life, you just hear your voice normally. Just monotonal voice. You can only have one, technically. You can sing harmonics with like whistling and shit, overtones and stuff. But like when you record your voice and actually like harmonize it to itself, it sounds really nice to just just so cool. Mixing it is an entirely different story. You're great. Thank you. Thank you. I try. You and only have one. Yes, you and only have one. There can only be one left. No. No. Get it. I'm not removing any of the vocals here. You can't make me. But mixing it was an entirely different story because like okay, the main one is on one mixer track. Actually, are they all on one mixer track? Okay, yeah, I just mixed them all together. Fuck it. Nowadays, whenever I like mix different voices, I put them on different mixer tracks because maybe the harmonies need to be a bit quieter, so I give them like less dry and a bit more wet reverb, so that they sound very like distanced and lost in space. So, yeah. But we got the compression, we got fruity reverb, a lot of wet, not much dry. Soothe, because it's great OTT, so that it gives it's just out there. It's just highlighted. Dynamics, because it really helps with like mic buzzing and shit like that, and cleans out the voice so that it sounds much more polished. Pro Q, don't ask me how the fuck I do this shit by ear. I'm just like, okay, the frequencies over here, take them out. Frequencies over here, dampen them. Frequencies over here, turn them down a bit. This over here sounds bad. Remove it altogether. Just spike it. Smite it down with the might of Zeus. Leave a like and subscribe, y'all, if you haven't already. Just a small pause to remind everyone to like and subscribe, I guess. And yeah, just EQing by ear, whatever feels like it's good. And then a pretty known plugin, but kind of like slandered from what I've seen online. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, just slap a sound organizer and that is gonna be fixed. Sarcastically. Genuinely, it does a good job at what I use it. It outlines the like vocals really well. And I do use it on like other instruments as well, just so that it has a bit more spike. I'm not sure if I'm like describing what I want as it should be described. I have no idea what the fuck, but I don't know, it's just what I feel sounds correct. Then the second set of vocals is during the flow state part that I wanted to make epic. And once again, not sure if that's FL Studio or it's not the recording. It cannot be the recording. If it's the recording, what the fuck? But basically over here, I decided, okay, since this is going to be a very background thing compared to like everything else, Can we keep chat English? I cannot read that. What? Hold up. What? I got no idea what you said. I'm sorry. No. Okay. No. Like, yeah, since these vocals were like a very background thing, I decided, okay, I'm not going to harmonize them. I'm not going to put any harmonies in them. I'm just going to like split the main melody into left and right, and then octaviate it downwards, left and right again, so that it has depth and room, and just. And now by themselves, just. That's the octavated one. These are the left and right ones. And there's also a center one, just so that it's really out there. And then there's just the very low pitched one. I think I know why my mic is amazing chores. Amazing chores. Amazing chores. Yes, I do wash the dishes very well. Thank you very much. I think I know why my mic is like clipping at times at this point. I'm not using this mic to record. I'm using that mic. You may have seen it in my like shorts and like Instagram videos, whatever TikToks you've seen of me. Make sure to check those out as well if we're at it, you know. But basically I use that mic chords cores like cores like the sea lion cores that I keep seeing on TikTok, like the sea. Have y'all seen the fucking sea lion video? I'm gonna go off topic for a second, but have you seen the sea lion videos? They're fucking funny. Me don't know how to rote. Me don't know how to rote. Okay. Yeah, I use this mic over here that is like covered with a box so that dust doesn't settle on it. Yeah. That mic has like the thing that I like to call the cage. I think it's actually called a cage. But basically, when you sing into it, all the sound just like bounces back into the mic because the like cage is shaped like a semicircle. So basically, the cage, yeah. The cage is basically shaped like a semicircle. So all the sound just like goes into it and kind of like bounces back into the mic. Now, when you sing high notes, even if you're far away, there's still going to be a lot of that is going to be picked up by the mic, especially with a cage. So, it's going to kind of go into clipping a bit. It may also be because of the like soundproofing over here, so a lot of sound just stays in here. But yeah, I'm gonna be removing the cage next time I like try to record some vocals because I want to see if it fixes the problem. If not, fuck. But anyway, we're gonna do another project rundown, full project like run through, and then we're gonna go to the next project from the album, which is Bustling Bazaar. And your next chance to listen to Etched in Blood will be if you check it out on the songs that we've posted. It's the pet cage. The pet cage. The pet cage. What pet am I keeping in the cage? Especially a cage this small. That's just animal cruelty. Our pet. Is there a channel pet that I'm not aware of? What did you guys do? Why do we have a channel pet out of nowhere now? Did you guys just go off and buy a pet without me knowing? The cage is the pet. Oh. Y'all are tangling my mind in ways I never thought to be imaginable. Anyway, full project run through. I wanted to say run through and run down, and I said both at the same time. Okay. Full project run through, and then we move on. See ya. Take care, and thank you for stopping by. I'm hearing a bunch of stuff that I could fix or make better, or experience, the world's greatest teacher. Once you start making shit, you just gradually like start to understand more and more, and yeah. Save changes to Etched in Blood? No. Okay, I am. Oh. Is this the? This should be the file for Bustling Bazaar. Keynote should. It's not. What even is this? It's nothing, apparently. Oh, did I go to the wrong? Oh yeah, I did go to the wrong file. I went to the wrong file. I went to the wrong Egyptian file. I was supposed to go to Egyptian Nile instead of Egyptian Metal. Don't worry, guys. That's not like a secret project. It's just something that I tried to do and failed miserably. And it's never going to see the light of day again, so cope. Anyway, this is Bustling Bazaar. So let me see. It's the goddamn is it the good shit? Let me just like load the project. But yeah, first and foremost, yeah, I spoke correct. What the hell? First and foremost, full track run through, and then we start getting into the details. God. Now, in my personal opinion, for my own track, this is a lot drier compared to, like, Etched in Blood. But I really like this, like the second half of it, how it ended up, and I will get down to that in a bit. But first, the project all started with this. Once again, this is Opus this time, fucking up, not Contact, the Discovery series. Opus has this very weird quirk with the ode, where the first time you play it is going to sound like it sounded earlier, but the second time, every second time you play it, it's gonna sound like this. I have no idea what's up with that note. I have no idea what's wrong with that, and I have no idea how to fix it. No clue. No clue why it does that automatically on its own. The fuck? So basically, whenever I had to export. Okay, what is up with my streams and disconnecting randomly? What the fuck? Yeah. The stream disconnected for a second. Shit. Should be good to go right now, right? Is it okay? Let me check on my phone. Are we good? Are we fine? Are we golden? Yeah. We should be fine. We should be fine now. Thank God. Anyway, so I had no idea what to do. So basically, whenever I exported the song, before I would like upload it to YouTube, I would listen to it first to see if the bad takes on the ode would be minimal. So it was basically just like a roll of the dice. And I have no idea why it does that, especially for Opus. But the bad part is that Opus is my best sounding ode in libraries so far. So I had to stick with it. But aside from that, this is how the entire song started, with this simple melody. And then I just harmonized it with higher pitched ode. And then putting something in the background, tremolo. It didn't start at the first note, what the fuck? And you cannot hear it that well in the finished product, especially, but like, it sounds so nice in my opinion. And what you can see over here being seemingly octaviated, it's the previous ode that I was using. It doesn't sound as good. It's Contact Middle East, so it like Discovering Middle East, so it also had its hiccups. It also sounds really good, though. This is the harmonized. Let me mute the secondary ode over here, because with this one, the one that I ended up using, if it'll play, it sounds so much nicer, so much more felt. And then I can't hear. You can't hear me. Am I too, like, out of the mic's range? Am I too quiet? Hold up. Wait a minute. Now, this is the downside of, like, not having, like, somebody around, like, Austin to tell me, yo, your mic's kind of bad, Chief. Your mic's kind of bad, Chief. It sounds fine. In the stream, it sounds fine. Should be okay. My mic should be fine. So, yeah. But then after that, I was like, okay, we're gonna keep going with the melody. We're gonna keep going with that. Do something. Do what? Do what? I can't do anything. I checked the stream. The stream volume and sound is fine. My mic is okay. It's probably a problem on your end, because, like, I'm fine. My stream is fine. Like, if you cannot hear me, then I'm probably explaining this to nobody. Because, like, you can't hear me, so. Yeah, no, my stream is fine. I am fine. It's a problem on your end, probably. I just checked. But yeah, I just decided, okay, we get the melody to continue, but then we add the strings for like development, you know? So it just keeps going. Not to mention that I also layered a duduk over here. Once again, yes, it is. Oh, my face is covering the nameplate of the instrument. There it is. There it is. The duduk. But yeah, it's also here. Once again, it does not fit because it's an Armenian instrument and wasn't around during that time. Technically, if I think about it, neither was the ode. It sounds good though. But alone, it's the strings are just. Today, oh, this was in the ending. I put in more stuff. I layered on top some folk violins as well for more high pitch. But aside from that, so the strings over here are great in my opinion. I did some like really nice chords and chord progressions, especially here. Just let me turn off the fucking ode though. Just and then it goes into here. And now I'm gonna go into this, which is an actually recorded violin that I managed to get thanks to one of my colleagues named Andrew. Thank you very much, Doc. You're probably not looking at this, but thank you so much once again for agreeing to participate into this and record. You're a real one. You're a real G. But it sounds so nice to have like an actually live recorded violin in here. So good. So nice. God. Just. Where's the vocals? Where's the vocals that are recorded? Is this a. This is lower pitched violin. There is the high pitched violin. And then this is the like lower pitched violin. Basically I got the low pitched violin that he recorded and I just toned it down an octave through here and it sounds like a fucking cello. dynamics is like fucking this up a bit. So altogether, and I also layered it with the MIDI strings that I put with like the main melody. So it goes. Which those ones are pretty much just for like background. The main melody is being mainly played by the actually recorded violin. And hold up, somebody's texting me. What the fuck? Oh god. Oh boy. For context, I'm gonna be running a D&D campaign this weekend, and one of my players is texting me about we're gonna be meeting tomorrow, not for D&D. How did they met up by themselves without the DM to paint their figures, and somehow they got from Dungeons and Dragons to Warhammer. How the okay. Yeah, I don't know. They just went from painting Dungeons and Dragons, their Dungeons and Dragons minis, to Warhammer 40k somehow. I don't know. Don't ask me. But yeah, I love how the violins turned out in this track. There's also some vocals over here that I wanted to keep on the down low, so they're not that out there. But if you pay close attention, uh, damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But oh man, my light died. Great. Oh boy. The thing is, the light does not like function while it's plugged in. It shuts off when it's plugged in. So yeah, the battery life that it has shit. I'm sorry, but like this D&D campaign, I am so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. I've been dreaming of playing like Dungeons and Dragons for years. And I never got to because I didn't have anybody to like run a D&D campaign with, because all of my friends just like were not into D&D and didn't want to try it, and other people just like no. And now I finally found some people I can like run a campaign with, and I'm gonna be the DM, and I'm so fucking excited because I get to like bring the world that I built to life. And just in case they're watching, I'm not going to be telling details. Nuh-uh. You're not getting shit out of me. A video. Whoa. 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 The player, she sent me like an image of her like mini. That's so cool. That's so cool. They're awesome. They're so cool. They're so dedicated. I love that. But anyway, back to music. I'm sorry for being sidetracked for so long. The vocals are very minimal, down low. Don't want them to be like up in your face. But if you listen closely, you can like tell they are there whenever they like appear, cuz altogether they sound like this. What the? Oh my god. There's like an actual snap in here. In the like wave where my voice just like snaps into place. I've had like a friend once tell me that, dude, you have moments where your voice just like snaps into key, and it's like, what the fuck? Oh, this is the. Oh, this is why it's more visible. It's the pitched down version. This is the main one. Where is it? Yeah, it should be the main one. Could have had a better attack on that note there. This is the left. This is the right, and this is the left. The left and right ones. This sounds more like a main one to me now, but whatever. Just with the... Sometimes I wish I had such a like low voice, like a really low voice, just so that I can hit bass notes and sound incredibly cool, but then I wouldn't be able to like hit high notes as well as I do like right now, and I would definitely miss that. So yeah, in the end, just nothing should change. And once again, all together. I'm guessing these are the same ones, but just re-recorded to sound a bit louder. Yep, they're the same ones, they're the same melody, but once again, they're not very loud, they're not very in your face, but when they kick in, you kind of feel like, oh, something is filling like another layer. Once again, my RAM just slowly dying. But yeah, and then in the last moment, just... just like single distanced like ode strikes. Kind of like over here is like a passway. Also the tremolo in the background. Octaviated strings. And then harmonized. And then the main melody is being taken over by the violins, because I felt like the progression should like lead to that, should like lead to a weird switch, like whoa, took your main melody away, put it somewhere else. Ah, gotcha. You thought it was going to be the same? No, the main melody is somewhere else. And then after I like got this done, I was like, okay, but I need an intro. This is going to be interesting. And since I basically made this to be like the marketplace theme for, you know, the idea of the video game, it surely doesn't sound like much of a marketplace theme, because a marketplace theme was supposed to be like incredibly chill, incredibly like atmospheric. This one is like very epic sounding, like you're just constantly on an epic journey. Which I see is a continuing trend in my productions. But I can't help it. I can't help but make shit sound like shit to sound epic. So the beginning is very instrument lacking. There's just like the percussion loop that I used from Sounds of Kashmir once again. And then there's another loop that starts over here for some orchestral drums, and then some loop snippets that I just took a loop, I snipped it, and then I just like arranged it so that it sounds good. So it's just so that, you know, it doesn't sound that monotonous, and to just have my hand into it, because I don't like just using loops, even though over here I pretty much just used loops. Just used percussion and like drum loops. There are like single shots. We had the orchestral one, the orchestral like percussion over here that I arranged by myself and then complemented with the loop. So we get let me mute all the loops. And then I decided, okay, I need some stuff in between. Let me see if I can find a good loop. And I found one. Mainly for this bit over here, like the then I layered in another one below. Wanted a bit of a skin drum, so I got a dole, the same dole that is being used over there. So and then, because I was like, okay, this is supposed to be a bustling bazaar. There's supposed to be people in a bustling bazaar. So, I took a sample from Splice of a busy a busy bazaar, a busy marketplace with like voices speaking in like Arabic, an Arabian language. Don't hold me like over here. I'm not fully like educated with stuff like that. So if I get anything wrong, please correct me. I am open to corrections and all that stuff. I would not want to offend anybody by accident. So yeah, I wanted it to be like a chill intro moment of like, okay, you're getting into it, and then you're just seeing everything, and then it's just it ends. I wanted it to have like a good, nice, smooth ending to it. So I just decided, okay, I'm gonna need an actual violin for this, so that I can like shifting the melody over to the violins with using MIDI was gonna sound a bit weird in my opinion. Like with just the MIDI, the stuff that I have over here, I'm not gonna add anything right now because I don't really want to. Like, I want a bit more, you know? I wanted a bit more of the feel of an actual violin for this moment, because it's only in this moment where the violins steal the main melody from the ode and just like make it really shine. So I wanted it to be like highlighted even more. So just so it just sounds so much better. This is a hill I will die on. Recorded instruments are always going to sound so much better compared to MIDI instruments, which is why I'm on a weird, insane, autistic conquest of trying to like be able to play. Jesus, my voice is killing me. Of trying to be able to play as many instruments as I physically can, which is why there's guitar, flutes, the piano. I will want to be able to like play different like traditional instruments from other regions and shit like that, just so that I can have the capability of recording those instruments live and giving the most natural feel to everything that I try to make. But yeah, this was Bustling Bazaar. Much shorter, but sweeter. Not, I would say Etched in Blood is better. But short and sweet. We're gonna do another track run through, and then we're going to switch to Cyrus the Great and One True Emperor, which are in one project. So, let's start. Yay, it actually had the good ode this time. It didn't sound weird. Let's go. Ah, thank God. Now, where's the... You're not allowed to see that. Where's Sultan's Palace, which is the code name for Cyrus the Great and One True Emperor. Because when I started that project, or this project as it's loading, I wanted it to be the theme, the royal theme of the, like, head of the nation, because every single time you have an Assassin's Creed game, you have the leader of the nation as one of the spotlights. Either antagonists, or, like, helping the protagonists. Sometimes. Kind of like how, George Washington was in Assassin's Creed 3, and he was actually a good guy. Until the DLC came, and it was like, you have evil Washington, and you have to kill him too. No. But basically, this was made as the theme for Emperor Cyrus the Great, the first emperor of the Persian Empire, and the one who pretty much, like, made it. Because, basically, me and Austin were, like, talking about this project when we were starting it, and we were like, okay, in what era, in what year would we want this to be in? So that, you know, we can have, like, a certain mindset of, like, how are we going to do this? Are there going to be any historical figures and all that? And, how are we going to name our projects and, like, base them after? Kind of like how, basically, Austin made a track called The Immortals, which the Immortals were known as pretty much the soldiers of the Persian Empire, the military force. It may not be the entire military force, but they're like elites and shit. If I remember correctly, and I'm not talking out of my ass. Once again, corrections are very much appreciated. So, basically, Cyrus the Great, I wanted him to have his own theme, since we decided, okay, the game would take place in circa 500 BC. And so I made Cyrus the Great, which is his, like, main theme, his normal theme. But then I was like, okay, maybe Cyrus the Great should be, like, either part of a great fight scene, or he should be an antagonist which the protagonist would fight as a final boss. So I decided to make him a battle theme as well, which is basically his main theme, but a lot more energetic and aggressive with its instruments and its beat and everything. So we're gonna go through that. I also made, like, a little transition, which is visible once again in the full rendition of the soundtrack album, which you should definitely check out on YouTube because it's out and it's always there and it's cool. Thank you. Anyway, we're gonna start. Did I? No, I did. Why did I mute the sandstorm? No, there was supposed to be a sandstorm. No, what the fuck? Why was it muted? No. Those war horns carried this side of the soundtrack. So basically, since there's a lot to cover over here, there's a lot of percussion loops over here because I was obsessing over the melody so much that I was like, God, no, I have to do drums now. Fuck. But basically, I wanted it to sound royal as all hell. I wanted it to sound really, really high and mighty, which is why the vocals take a bit of a spotlight, especially in this bit. Just like very calm and soft and nice, harmonized vocals to like symbolize greatness, to symbolize a great presence. Cyrus the Great, you know. So just the vocals. I'm gonna start with the vocals this time because they are a pretty like main thing. Sometimes it doesn't sound as if they would harmonize that well. Especially there. But like in the like grand scheme of the strings and everything, it just like connects. It clicks. I'm going to go over Cyrus the Great first and then over One True Emperor. So bear with me over here. So there's the vocals over here, the main one. Just like nice And then this is, yeah, this is the harmonies. This is the left and right one. This is the left one. Getting the low notes was kind of annoying. Especially after, like, recording the higher notes, recording low notes gets a bit difficult at times. And then there's the pitched down main one. Not gonna bother with that too much since it's basically the same thing but octave down. And then for this one specifically, this track, I searched for a good choir plugin because up until that point, I wanted to integrate choirs into like my songs and everything, but like I did not find shit. I didn't find shit. Actually, wait. No, I got the choir. Wait. I'm talking out of my ass over here. I'm getting my memories mixed up. I got the choir plugin since Wings of Freedom, which you should check out on Austin's channel. Wings of Freedom, Attack on Titan, OST. Oh my god, Austin just woke up. I knew it. My boy's sleep schedule is screwed. But yeah, I've had this plugin since Wings of Freedom. Because I really wanted to integrate choir into songs, especially since I work with this type of like music. 15 minutes, okay, bet. Let's go. He's gonna drop by. He's gonna be in here finally. But I wanted to like integrate choirs for a long while. I just couldn't find a good like choir plugin that was free at the time. But then I found this one which I could afford. And I bought from Spitfire Audio. And because I'm a student, I actually managed to get a student discount. And I was like, fuck, yes! Finally! And I use that for like Wings of Freedom. The choir that you hear in that song throughout that entire song is made by me using original choir, epic choir. And I was just like, okay, this song definitely needs choir because yeah, it fits the vibe so well. So this is the choir like layer. It started off quiet choir, holding the same like harmony, holding the same notes until the chord progression like kicks in, just like, and then it's just that. Just normal D-A-D. I didn't do chords that would be that sophisticated. Over here I did D, F sharp, A, D, like the full chord. And I picked, for this track specifically, I picked male choir because I thought it would fit the vibe so much more for this track specifically. And then more high pitched. For this bit. Basically, the choir is supposed to, like, fill in for whenever the strings aren't there, and when the strings are there, they're supposed to be, like, in a dance together. They're supposed to complement each other. So when I made the strings, because I made the choir first, I worked with the choir first since it's at the beginning. I made the chord progression with the choir, and the strings over here, it starts with just a cello at the beginning, which is as per usual, Opus being late. And then actual chords, actual string melody. Change that now. That string melody movement after the sitar movement, after the sitar like melody, which I'm going to look at in a bit. It's like the so I complement the sitar movement. Sadly, I wanted it. I wanted that violin to, like, go up to, like, the highest octave. Like, but it didn't have any reach. Which is why I should have gotten my colleague to record this one as well, but I didn't want to bother him because I didn't want to ask for another favor. Because he was already nice enough to be like, nobody, I don't want to be paid. And then there's the sitar, like, arpeggio that is constantly, like, in the background. Because a sitar has, like, a set of strings underneath the strings that you play that is purely used for, like, this. From what I know about the instrument, this specific set of chords cannot be, like, tuned. So, like, it's just these notes that you can arpeggiate, and that's it. These are, like, set. You cannot, like, move them, stretch them, or, like, undo them. Nah. But, like, this is basically for the entirety of the song, just in the background, constantly, to, like, fill in the quiet moments and just complement the rest of the melody to make it sound more royal, pretty much. It just makes it sound more royal. And then there's finally the main instrument, the sitar, which I have Opus sitar Opus, yes, Opus sitar. We have a sitar from Ethno World, and we have a Turkish saz, all layered on top of each other, because individually, none of them sounded. I just realized you can't see fucking contact. God damn it, I forgot. Just trust me, bro. How can we be so sure that these are the instruments that you used in Stadium? Trust me, bro. This is my source. Trust me, bro. My source is that I made it the fuck up. But basically, on their own, none of the instruments sounded promising. Like on their own, this is the Opus sitar. If it'll start from the first note. And I was like, okay, that sounds okay, but I need more high end. I need more of that natural sound of the instrument, because the instrument doesn't sound so, EQ'd, I guess. And then there's the contact. There's the contact sitar, which gave me more of the high end and more of the dynamics from the key switches, with like the slides and string bends. Like I just love those. Hold up. Like I love those. They're so cool. And then there's the Saz, which I felt like it just filled in something. Because, like, this and the Saz, the Opus sitar and the Saz, if Opus would start on the first fucking note, oh my god, Opus. Opus, when I get you, Opus. Opus, when I catch you. And then with the contact sitar, it just feels a lot more whole. It just feels like, yeah, this is how a sitar sounds live. This is, you're just like, this is how a sitar would sound live. It sounds like a sitar. Individually, though, sure, it can, but it's like, it sounds like it's made from buttons and MIDI and shit like that. I wanted it to sound as natural as possible. So then you have, after the main melody, you just have the break for the vocals, and night, got it. Got it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining and watching. But at the same time, I was like, okay, the sitar is going to take a backseat over here onto this section, but I don't want it to fully disappear, you know? I want there to still be, like, movement. I want there to still be, like, stuff. Okay, he's ready. Hold up. Let me call the boy. Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
Holy fuck. I'm so fucking tired.
How you doing?
I feel horrible.
Oh my god. At what time did you go to bed?
Like 9 a.m. It is now currently 3:50, almost 4 p.m.
When I started the stream, I was like, y'all, Austin is running a bit late. He's probably hasn't woken up yet. Who knows? I've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
God damn, you doing okay, man?
Well, I mean, I'm just tired, so I'm like barely fucking conscious right now. I just woke up, so.
Let me guess, you dreamt in phosphorescence.
I didn't dream at all, bruh.
At least not that you remember.
No, I just didn't dream, bruh.
I dream in nothing. Just nothing. Yeah, I've been going through all the projects that I made for Assassin's Creed Crescent.
Oh yeah.
And basically, like, taking them apart, explaining every single bit, explaining my, like, mindset throughout making all of the songs. And all that pizzazz. Basically going into incredible detail and yapping a lot.
Dub.
And right now, I am at Cyrus the Great and One True Emperor.
Oh yeah.
But, like, as I was saying, so in this bit, I was like, okay, the sitar is going to take a back seat, but just to, like, lay weight for the vocals and the harmonies to, like, shine for this bit. But I don't want it to stay quiet, because that would be boring. So it still has, like, minimum movement, just minimal movement. Just like, one note, and then 2 notes. And then another 2 notes. And then 3 notes. And then finally it goes into the next section, which is where the, like, strings gain their movement to just complement this melody. This bit was... and then another tumbi. Over here. And basically, what I wanted this section to be was pretty much just a transitional section in between the choir vocal heavy section over here to back into the main, like, melody of it. Main, like, motif of Cyrus the Great, which is this. And this ended up being, like, one of my favorite sections for some reason, just because it sounds so majestic. Just percussion for this bit, just so that you just get a tranquil and just instruments, chords, main melody, and everything. The percussion, once again, very simple because I wanted to focus a lot more on the melody side of everything, and because after I did the melody side of everything, I was like, fuck, I have to do drums now too. Shit. But yeah, percussion, very simple, very chill to try and match the vibe of the melody. This one, once again. Actually, no, it's not this one. It's this one that is panning once again. And I'm gonna be right back. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Yo, you good?
Yeah.
You still trying to wake up?
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, this one is the one that pans from left to right. And I just realized I have not looked into it, like, single the entire time, because I've used it in, like, Etched in Blood as well. The vocals I already showed you guys. But yeah. Cyrus the Great, this was it. It's probably the most majestic sounding one of the tracks that I made for Assassin's Creed Crescent. But now we go into One True Emperor, which I placed sandstorm.mp3 as a transition. Just it just fits. It just fits. The percussion is pretty much the same, but yeah, the one that pans, there's once again a lot of percussion loops that I used, but these ones are a lot more high energy and aggressive. I also put the snippet from another loop because I thought it would be good for transitional purposes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. After this, it becomes just an entire part of the percussion line. And yeah. Other than that, probably the coolest sounding thing in One True Emperor is the war horns. Oh, also these impacts. Because for the war horns, I reversed them. I also, like, pitched them differently. And then... God... I abused the hell out of these just war cries and war horns. Why did I switch? Why did I switch the impact and the war horn between each other on the fucking thing? I don't know. But anyway, the melody is the same with the sitar. I'm going to go with the sitar first. It's the same. There's strings over here to complement this synth electronic transition that I made over here, which I got inspired by the motherfucker in the call with me to make it, because he used it heavily in his like OSTs. The the thing that you got from the idea that you got from like the Mirage OST from Serpent's Bite.
Serpent's Kiss.
Serpent's Kiss. I keep forgetting. My mind is always like, wait, is it Serpent's Kiss? No, serpents can't kiss. They don't have lips. It must be Serpent's Bite.
Yeah, it's Serpent's Kiss.
It's Serpent's Kiss. Okay. Yeah, main melody once again the same. And then when the main motif hits back again, there is an extra instrument. It's a Zurna. You cannot see it because Contact is being a bitch. But it is there. It's a Zurna, and I got the idea of adding that then as a... if I could speak, goddammit. I got the idea of adding that in after streaming the song to, like, another friend to, like, get feedback, and he was like, you should put something else there as a counter melody. And I was like, let's see a Zurna. And then I just made the counter melody on the spot, and I was like, damn, I can do that, okay. Now, we got... The Zurnas are also over here, and they're octaviated this time. Because I wanted it... I didn't want it to start, like, instantaneously with the war drums. I wanted it to have, like, a bit of an intro. So, I made this little arpeggio, this little, like, just arc to, like, begin to, like, signify, yo, shit's starting. It's about to go down. Once again, the sitar fixed strings over here. The harmonies are still the same for both the choir and the strings, but in One True Emperor, for the last bit, I decided, wait, female choir would also work here. So I just added that in for the last, like, little reiteration of the main thematic. And then that's it. The strings are... I had just the cello punctuating it a bit with staccato notes over here. over here I used something that is called a ragdoon horn for the for a bit of the background. Felt like it fit in. I was like, a horn would be cool, like something actually like tonal that you can switch keys and play instead of just the war horn impacts that I used, at least for this bit. And funnily enough, I've never actually like seen a ragdoon. Have you?
No.
Ragdoon horn. Ragdoon. Ragdoon? Over here. Wait, was it Ragdoon? No, over here. That's Ragdoon, it says over here, but then I search it up on Google and it's Ragdoon. It's a Tibetan Buddhist horn. The Ragdoon. Interesting. It looks very cool. Y'all can't see it though. Then once again, the string movement over here that is the same in Cyrus the Great. And yeah, over here there is a bit of a motif to Etched in Blood, because I was like, okay, this is Cyrus the Great's like battle theme. It's not only going to be just more aggressive, more energetic, more erratic, but I wanted to also have a bit of a motif to the battle theme that I made in Etched in Blood. So I just kind of implemented that in with a very short section. For which I used santur, I used the tambour, and the opus sitar, and then it goes back into the normal thing. But the motif doesn't stop there, because I also the vocals. For the vocals, I tried to make them a bit more like aggressive, but at the same time not so much, because I didn't want them to be in your face. And then the Etched in Blood motif, which is higher because the songs are not in the same key. Believe it or not, they're not in the same key. Woo. But yeah, this was a bit higher and a bit of a pain in the ass to record, but I did it. Hey, you did it, Timmy. You saved Christmas. So yeah, and then the final bit that I did not show was this very electronic instance that I placed just for this. Just this very short transition. It has very much distortion. this was a violin before, a Morin Kerr violin, I put hella distortion onto this thing. And just... So, in the end, it transitioned from this. I felt like it really fit here, like here specifically, to have that little reference to Serpent's Kiss, purely because of the aggressive manner of One True Emperor. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up this one as well. And in general, I'm not going to go over Ezio's Family, purely because are there any chances that I'm gonna get fucking copyright struck by Ubisoft?
They can't. They literally can't, because it's your own music.
True, but the thing is, my version of Ezio's Family, I'm not fully proud of it. I'm gonna say that much. I'm not fully proud of it. I knew I could have done better, especially for Ezio's Family, because it is such a great song. It is such a great main theme for like a video game franchise. So it's very difficult to try to live up to that level of iconic and try to recreate it. But the problem over here is that I could have done so much better in general. And I'm disappointed in myself a bit because it's just kind of lackluster, in my opinion. So, like, just to get this out there, my biggest hater is myself every single fucking day. It doesn't matter. I will slander myself. I am my own Megumi.
Really?
I am my own potential man. Because I tried to take away from the original Ezio's Family as much as I could. But the problem is, that was overshadowed by the fact that I wasn't fully aware of what the fuck I should do. And not to mention that I was in a very busy time of my life, and it was right before we fucking hosted the album that I made this and finished it. Specifically, after like the vocals stop, I am so disappointed in how I like took over this. And I could have done much better. Like this sounds cool with the flute, like being a counter melody and harmonizing with the duduk, which was meant to be the main instrument for this. The little arpeggio thing that I took away from the original Ezio's family is with Santur, if I remember correctly. It's actually Cantele. Okay. I liked the sound from the original of like this little just like twinkle in the background, like arpeggiated twinkle in the background. It sounded so nice. And after that, there's the flutes that are harmonizing. There is actually the tambour and another set of cantele. Then there is the duduk over here. Which sounds really good. This is probably the best sounding thing in this goddamn track. But regarding Ezio's family, that's pretty much all I can talk about. There's just the strings, which are the same harmonies, the same chord progressions throughout the entire thing. Over here, I just made them quieter with velocity. They're just like softer for the transition. There's that melody with the duduk. There's the staccato choir. There is the sitar with different accents. And yeah, that is. There's the choir once again. Why did I take it away from the last bit? I got no idea why did I not put it in the last bit. God damn it. I'm pissed off at this. I'm genuinely pissed off at this project. But yeah, that is pretty much it. And that would conclude the Yap session, I guess. That would conclude just all the projects that I worked on with Assassin's Creed Crescent.
W.
And once again, for the last time before ending the stream, you can listen to all of these songs as much as you want because they are posted. They are on mine and Austin's YouTube channel. All of them. They're in one video, in one singular video. The entire OST is in one singular video. Or, if you want to listen to them individually, they're also posted individually. Yay!
Ray.
Ray! So, go give those a listen if you want to. Not if you have to. You have to give those a listen now. Because you've watched this entire stream. Do it right now. Do it right now. Streamer threatens chat.
Yeah.
You have to do it. You've watched this entire stream. You'll watch me yap about all of these projects. You have to give those a listen now. But yeah, this pretty much concludes my yap session and my rundown of all the projects from Assassin's Creed Crescent, which was a fucking delight of a project to work on alongside my best buddy over here, Austin,
Hi.
who is still very much waking up from ash and dust.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah. Thank you very much for those who stopped by. Thank you very much for those who were active in chat and all the like lurkers. We appreciate you guys as well very much. And yeah. Let's hope next week nothing bad happens to my PC again, cuz fuck, that was a heart attack.
Oh yeah, real. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I talked about that at the beginning of the stream, how I almost died of stress because I thought I was going to lose every single one of my files. Hold up, let me switch back to the face cam. Yeah. But like, I died a little inside once my PC just blue screened completely and I couldn't boot it back up at all as much as I tried. What did you see?
I'm scrolling on Twitter and I saw
Of
this.
Oh god. What? Friendship blossoms when opposite attracts. For those of you curious, it is an edited image of Sukuna and Yuji on top of the poster for the romance anime movie.
I want to eat your
I want to
pancreas.
eat your pancreas, but instead is I want to eat your fingers.
And it's Sukuna and Yuji.
And it's Sukuna and Yuji, and Sukuna is passing Yuji a finger.
Crazy.
What the fuck? Oh, I swear to God. Lobotomy Kaizen is back, y'all. Lobotomy Kaizen is back.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Speaking of that, new JJK episode is out too.
Oh, fuck yeah, we'll be watching that after I finish stream. But yeah, once again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for stopping by, liking the stream, and just being here, being present. I hope I managed to, like, make people smile, as I'm trying to do, as usual. And, unless something bad happens to my PC again, I'll see you guys next week.